Studying abroad is exciting, but it is also stressful. Stress can manifest into physical symptoms. Your body can take time to adjust to local foods that are different from what you normally eat, or, just like in the US, you can get sick. It is not uncommon for students to experience health problems, most minor, adjusting to their host country. How do you take care of yourself when everything around you is foreign? In this video, we will talk about what you can do to stay healthy and get help while abroad.
Again, in this video, we will test you on a few true-to-life health-related situations or questions that have confronted students in the past. Consider your responses carefully.
Reese is studying abroad in Paris and has been vomiting for several hours. He can't keep anything down, including water. What should they do? A. Call their dad. He's a nurse and will know what to do. B. Call the ACE Travel Assistance Services number. This is a medical emergency. C. Contact the program staff in Paris. D. Call 15, France's number for ambulance service. You need to go to the hospital. Or E. Contact AU abroad.
The correct answer is both C and D. The most important thing in a serious health situation is to get medical care right away. Local program staff can help.
Gastrointestinal problems are hands down one of the most common issues students struggle with abroad, especially just after they arrive. In many countries abroad, you shouldn't drink the tap water or ice, so stick to bottled, or refill your own bottle from designated drinking fountains. Avoid street foods and only eat fruits and vegetables if you peel or cook them.
Sleep and water are key. Not getting enough rest or being dehydrated compromises your immune system and just makes you feel bad overall.
If you feel sick or depressed, get medical care. Local program coordinators can help you find the right doctors to go to.
You have been excited for your semester abroad in Kenya since you applied to AU, and now you are in Nairobi. The orientation was super helpful, but now after several weeks of classes, you are getting irritated by every single little thing and just want everyone to leave you alone and stay in bed. You have never felt this way before or had any problems with depression. What should you do? A. Exercise usually helps clear your mind. Get yourself out of bed and go for a jog. B. Reach out to other students on the program. They are likely struggling just like you. C. Find time to meditate and write in your journal to recharge. Or D. Talk to on-site staff. You feel like you need help and speaking with a counselor might be the answer.
All are great options. Whatever you choose would likely be what is best for you, but any of these options would work. Just like we all react to our surroundings differently, you know yourself best and what strategies will help you manage adjusting to life abroad. Never hesitate to speak with on-site staff if you feel you need help. There is no shame or embarrassment in this. We all struggle in our own ways.
Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Stress, depression, frustration, these can all affect anyone, anywhere. Even if you don't normally struggle with all these emotions, adjusting to life abroad can bring them all out in force.
If you do have a history of mental health issues, it is really important to discuss study abroad with doctor or therapist. Be open about it with your AU abroad advisor. We can coordinate with on-site staff about what can be done in the country that you're studying abroad. Research what services are available in your host country. Work with your doctor to develop a plan for continued treatment while abroad. And research what medications are allowed in your host country. Don't choose to stop taking your medications or self-adjust your dosage.
Again, even if you haven't had mental health issues before, you are not immune to culture shock and homesickness. It is completely normal to experience lows after the honeymoon stage wears off. Self-care is really important. Don't hesitate to seek help from on-site staff if you find yourself struggling.
If you're going to be sexually active, you need to be safe. Viruses and bacteria do not respect national borders. STDs and the accessibility to contraceptives can vary greatly from country to country. Before you leave, take necessary steps to protect yourself and your partners from any unintended consequences.
Students who are currently sexually active should get a medical checkup. You should be tested and treated for any STDs. Make sure you are clear on the laws, cultural norms, and attitudes relating to sex, relationships, and contraception in your host country. If you think there is a chance you will be sexually active, make sure you are safe and always use contraception. Bring these items or prescriptions with you. If you think you have been exposed to an STD or start showing signs, get medical attention immediately.
More students than not experience some kind of physical or mental health issue while abroad. This is normal. By far, the most common things students deal with are digestive troubles, dehydration, and exhaustion, as well as stress and homesickness.
As you experience ups and downs abroad, you may be tempted to self-medicate with alcohol. This is never a good idea. Drinking is one of the biggest contributors to injuries and health issues abroad. Make sure you understand the laws related to alcohol and the legal drinking age in your country. Just because you can drink doesn't mean there aren't restrictions as to when and where you can drink.
Be clear on how the consumption of alcohol is viewed from a cultural perspective. In some countries, you may be able to legally drink, but it is frowned upon to be drunk in public. If you do drink, do so in moderation, a culturally sensitive manner, and never alone. If you drink too much and are sick, get help immediately, or seek help for others if they do overdo it.
Chris and Taylor are in Belgium. While out with friends one night, Chris notices Taylor is really drunk and passed out at a table. Everyone around you seems to notice, and not in a good way. Chris is embarrassed and wants to get going to a concert they have tickets for. What should Chris do? A. Let Taylor sleep it off. They will eventually sober up and go home. B. Put Taylor in a taxi and give the driver instructions to their apartment. C. Call a friend to come pick Taylor up. Or D. Get Taylor home yourself and meet up with the group later.
The correct answer is D. Okay, Taylor was irresponsible, but you never should leave someone behind to fend for themselves when they get like that. Take a little extra time and make sure Taylor gets home safe.
When you need help or care while abroad, the local program staff should always be your first point of contact. They know what resources are available and can respond faster than the AU Abroad office. If you contact AU Abroad first, we will need to reach out to the local staff for help.
Know the local emergency numbers and who is the on-site contact for your program if there is an emergency. After setting up the Alert Traveler app on your phone, you will have access to the numbers for local fire, police, and ambulance services.
Keep your insurance cards for health and the AU International Travel Emergency Insurance in your phone or easily accessible. This will allow you to quickly contact insurance carriers if something happens.
Now that you have a plan in place for staying healthy abroad, you can feel confident about overcoming any bumps along the road.